afternoon, students. So I hope that you all will be fine at your home. So students, as you know that we are going to start the online video teaching. So from today, this is the first video, and I think that we should start from the data file handling, and you must know all the basics like keyword, reserved words, identifiers, literals. So I will not discuss all those things. So I will discuss only what is very much required in the revision tour. So first, this is the chapter data handling. So first topic is the data types. So as you all know that we have used the data types like integer, floats. These all are the data types which can store the value. Fine. So data type specify which type of value a variable can store. Now here you can see that this is the type function. Fine. So what is the use of type function? So with the help of type function, we can easily know about the type of any variable. Okay. Okay. I can show you the use of the type function like this. If I write x equal to 10 and here I write type bracket x, so easily it will show me the int. So this x belongs to integer data type. Fine. So this is the use of the type function. So now different type of data types are there in the Python. As you know that numbers, string, boolean, list, tuple, set and dictionary. Now set is not in our syllabus. So we will discuss the number, string, boolean, list, tuple and dictionary. Now let us start. So first one is the number. So as you know that numbers, different types of numbers are there. Integer types means whole number, floating point numbers like decimal number and complex numbers, where we write the numbers in the form of real and imaginary part. Now integers, as you can see that it can be positive or negative. Fine. So here you can see a equal to 10, b equal to minus 10, c equal to 1 into 20, or this is the output, and you can easily run all these things. You can find out the output. I suggest that you must run all these small things because these are the quite basic things, and you must be clear about all the basics. Now this is the type conversion. So here you have to give the stress on this topic, type conversion. See, you all have about the int function, and you know where we have used the int function when we take the input and we enclose that input function in the int function. So to typecast the value string type to int. So here this is the example a equal to 101, because this is a string type enclosed within the double quotes. Now I convert that into the int type here. So this is the type conversion. I am converting the string type to the integer type. Now the output will be 122. This is the integer value. Now here this is the floating point number, and if I write print c, or then it will give me the only 122. Fine. Means the decimal part is discarded. Now next one, this is the floating point numbers, means floating point numbers, or these are real numbers with the decimal points. Fine. So easily you can run the code, all these things. Now next, type conversion of the floating point numbers, that are also possible. This is the float. We use the float function to convert the any number into floating point number. Now this is the string enclosed in the single quotes. Now b equal to float a. Now it convert this number into the floating point. Now this is not the string, this is the number. Now here this is a 1 to 0, there is no decimal. This is the integer number. And if I write float 1 to 1, it will be the 1 to 1.0. Next, complex number. Now, complex number, I've already told you, these are the combination of real and imaginary part, and we write in the form of the x plus y j. Like if I write, for example, complex bracket 5 and print a, it will write 5 plus 0 j. Means if I don't write here the second part, then it put by default 0. Now this is another example, 101 plus 23. So 101 plus 23j. Now next one is the string, and you all know that anything which is enclosed within single and double quotes, that is called the string. Fine. Here you can see in the example, this is a one string, and if I write this, output is computer science. Fine. And now 0, and here you can must understand the one thing, that indexing of the string starts from the 0. Fine. So here 0 means this character, the character on the 0th position, index number. Fine. Now this is the slicing of the in the string, means starts from 1 and up to n minus 1. So here the answer will be 0. If I write 0, 1, 2, 3, it means it will show me om. Fine. 1 and 2. So you all know, because we have already discussed all these things in the class 11th. Now see, this is the iterating through string. Actually at this stage, because you must be knowing the for loop, all the loop, because you have studied in the class 11th. So here you can easily understand this. This is the string computer science, and for I in the string print I, though it will show like this. So it means how we can iterate the each character in a string one by one. Now another one, this is the boolean in the Python. You know, students, you know that boolean values are only, there are two constant, boolean constant, either true or false. Fine. So this is the example. This is computer science. str.isUpper. Up is upper means either it is true or false. So it will return in the terms of boolean constant false. Fine. Next, list. So you are already knows that list are the collection of items, and all items has its own index value, and you have already know about the list. You have taught in the class 11th. Now list is mutable or non-mutable, because this question is asked many times in the exam. List is mutable, means it can be changed. Now tuple. Now tuple and list both are the same, but the only difference is that tuple is non-mutable, it can't be changed. Fine. So these are the list, different example of the list and the tuples. This is a list. Now list 55 on 0th position. If I insert the 5th, then the output will be like this. Okay. So they are quite basic things. You have already studied in the class 11th, and we are taking the very quick revision of all those things, because we have to study the main chapters of the class 12th, and this is the only the revision of class 11th. Now this is the set. So although it is not in your syllabus, but for the sake of knowledge you must know it. It is the unordered collection of unique and immutable. Unordered collection which can be modified, which cannot be modified. Okay. Now dictionary. Now this dictionary part, it contains the two kind of value. One is the key and another is the associated value of that key. Now, for example, this is the now how to represent the dictionary within the curly braces. Okay, now this is the subject, this is the key, this is the value, this is the key, this is the value, and if I write print tick, it will show like this. Fine. And if I want to display the any particular value of any key, I will do like this, print subject tick, like that. Okay, next. Students, I think it is sufficient for today. Now I will share the assessment part of this data types to you, and I want that you all do that after going through this video. And if you face any kind of problem, you can call me, you can leave your message on the WhatsApp, or any through any medium you can contact me. Fine. And tomorrow we will discuss the next topic, the operators. Thank you very much.